Hi everybody and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Charlotte and I love to read. I'm guessing you do too because you clicked on this video. So, you want to go through my autumn TBR? If you don't know what a TBR is, if you clicked on this and go, well, what's this woman on about? It's to be read. It's basically a list of the books that I would like to get through over the next 2.5 months-ish. So basically while autumn is here, before winter comes and takes us all and brings us all swiftly into Christmas. And I usually go a little blind into these books. I find them, I read about them, and then I tag them on Goodreads. So I tag them as like small town, sport, romance, thriller, series, dark romance. I tag them, and when I'm like, I would like a new small town romance because that's what I'm in the mood for. I go in and I just go over the list, and some of the books I go, oh, I have this book and I want to read it, and then I pick it off my shelf, or I go and buy it, which is not recommended. Read the books you already have, but I don't because I'm stupid. So that's kind of what I do. I read about them once, I kind of research them a little bit, I categorize them, and then I just throw them out of my brain as good as I can. So a lot of these books I can't tell you that much about. I just know that they intrigued me at some point. But the ones that I do know about, like if it's a series I'm in the middle of, I'm of course going to tell you a little bit about it and what it is about. So if you feel like I'm saying very little about a book, I would recommend going on Goodreads, reading about it yourself, checking Amazon, your local bookstore, whatever, like wherever you get, your books, wherever you deal, whoever your dealer is, I would just check with them. And yeah, let's just go through it all. It's Britney, bitch. So yeah, okay. The first book I don't have a physical copy of because it's an independent publish and it's only been self-published on Amazon. And getting stuff off Amazon, because you can get it as a hardcover on Amazon, but the shipping was more expensive than the book. It was like twice the price of the book to get it to Norway because we do not have Amazon here. So I was like, I'm just gonna read it on the Kindle, and it is A Golden Queen by R.R. Elkins, okay? This is touch her and you die, forced marriage, fated mates type of fantasy. I'm guessing there's also dragons involved because there is a dragon on the cover. And I was just sold. I remember reading about the book and I just went, yes, I'm here for it, okay? I am here for it. I am not a fan, as some of you guys might know, of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, which is like the only book I have right now with dragons. So if there is dragons in this book, I'm already a little bit more sold because I do like a good fantasy with a good dragon. That sounded weird, okay? I don't mean a good dragon like the dragon in Shrek. I mean just a dragon in general. So yeah, I would recommend looking it up if you guys also want more fantasy. This has smut. I did talk with the author. It does have smut, and from what she has been told by other people who are not really that into smut still read it. So I am excited about that one. I read smut, so I don't have that problem. But maybe it will make you also want to read it, The next one is a series I am in the middle of. It's the Windy City series, okay? I am in love with this series. This is such a good sports romance. I love it, okay? This is the fourth one. This is the third one. This is the fourth one. And the fifth one is coming out in next year. I want to say start of the second quarter of next year. The fifth one is coming out, and this one is about Kai and Miller. Kai plays baseball, I think, and Miller is a chef. You meet Kai in the second book, so you kind of get to say hi to him and meet a little bit of him. I am guessing that she works for him or works for the team and therefore is not supposed to play with his stick, but somehow ends up doing it. The fourth one is Play Along, and this is about Kennedy and Asaya. I can't remember meeting any of these characters, but he also... No. Yes? No. He also plays baseball, I think. Maybe he doesn't. She works for the baseball team. And this is false marriage. This is fake dating, false marriage, whatever you want to call it. And I really like that. I think that is one of my favorite... Oh, shit. Sorry. I think that is one of my favorite tropes. Fake dating. Love a good fake dating story. I'm here for it, okay? I am here for it. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? But yeah. very excited about reading this as well. The 5th book is coming out, as I said, at the start of the 2nd quarter, I think. And that is about Rio. You meet Rio in the first 2 books. He's an amazing character that I really, really did enjoy in the first 2 books. So they are all interconnected standalones. You can read one without reading the other, but you do meet some of the characters. I'm guessing you meet the people from the 4th book in the 3rd book as well. So you do meet them and you kind of get a little feel of them by reading the other ones, but you do not have to read them. The next one, it's also a series that I want to finish, and it's the Court of Thorn and Roses, Akutar series. So I have this one, and this thick boy left. Holy fuck, these are thick. Okay, anyways, I want to finish this series, and I do want to finish them like way before Christmas. I did not like the first one, and then I decided to give the second one a try because people kept telling me that the second one is way, way, way better. And I did, and I'm so happy that I did. I am super excited to keep on reading this series and see what's happening. From what I understand, there's one more book coming out in this series. So I at least have to finish it until that book comes out, and hopefully it stays good. Because as I said, I didn't really enjoy the first one, but I did really enjoy the second book. And I'm hoping that the rest of this series lives up to all of my expectations and more. This is smutty fantasy though. It's fae, it's high lords, it's powers, it's PTSD in the second one, and I really enjoy it. From what I understand, this is the smuttiest one. I think this one doesn't have any smut because it's just a novella. This doesn't have that much. It's a little less than the second one, and the first one doesn't have that much. But it is categorized as adult, so even though they look pretty with all like the nice colors, I would not get this to a tween. I'm just putting it out there. The next one is Powerless, okay? And this is going to be my first ever tandem read because I saw that you can do that with these two. And I've never done that before. And a lot of people say that you should also do that with the Throne of Glass series. So I figured I would try it with these ones first to see if I like it. So if I ever decide to do it with the Throne of Glass series, I already know what I'm going into. So yeah, I'm gonna read Powerless and Powerful. I also have Reckless, but I don't want to put pressure on myself to finish the series if I don't like these, why would I want to finish the series? Now we had a little sports romance and a little fantasy, so let's just keep on going with the sports romance, eh? I don't know if you know this about me, but I am an F1 girly, okay? I love a good race. Like watching rich people drive a fast car, it's just fun, okay? It's just fun because that's basically what we're doing. I know they're like elite athletes and they train a lot and stuff, but for me they're just like rich dudes driving a fast car. So that's what this is as well. This is a Formula One, a sports romance, and from what I remember, Noah is the driver and Maya is his teammate's sister. So it's forbidden love in that sense, and what's not to like about that one, And it is from Lauren Asher. Fun fact, I have 9 Lauren Asher books. Do you want to know how many books Lauren Asher has published? You guessed correctly, she published 9 books, and I have all of them. Have I read any of them? No, but mind your business, okay? I'm getting to it. But she's my favorite author now because I have all her books. And talking about all her books, the fine print. This is a billionaire trope, okay? This is about, what's her name? Sarah. She gets drunk and does work, which I cannot relate. Who the fuck gets drunk and then writes up a proposal? But Sarah does, okay? Sarah needs more fun. If that's your point of fun, is writing up a proposal while you're drunk, I feel like you need more fun. You need different kind of fun in your life. But anyways, it's about Sarah. She writes up a drunk proposal about how bad some of the rides are, and Rowan is the owner and she thinks she's going to get fired, but she has to work with him to fix everything from her proposal. And he is a billionaire, and I'm guessing he has a red room. I don't know. We'll find out, okay? And another Lauren Asher book. These are series, by the way. This is the first book in the series. There are 3 books. This is the first book in this series. There's going to be 3 books. And This is the first book in a series. This has 4 books. These are also the first books she released, I think. There are 4 books in the Dirty Air series, so happy about that. But yeah, we're gonna go to this one. It's Lovery designed, and this is about Dahlia and Julian, and this is also a billionaire one. This is the Lakefront Billionaires. So this is also, you know, what is it? Oh, this is Enemies to Lovers. What's not to like about Enemies to Lovers? And you might be sitting there going, why are you reading so much romance? It's fall. And I'm gonna tell you, okay? Because fall for me, it is. It's rom-coms. It's, you know, getting cozy with a book wrapped around. You'll have your blanket wrapped around you, a nice sweater and chai lattes in your cup, and just getting cozy, okay? And I like getting cozy with romance books. I feel like they do belong in fall because it's cozy. But I do also have fantasy, as I've shown you, okay? And we're actually going to go over to the next one now, which is You Can Keep a Secret If One of Them Is Dead. This is Karen M. McManus. This is like a young adult thriller type of book. And if you can read, this is in Norwegian, okay? I did start it and it felt kind of cringy in Norwegian, I'm not gonna lie, so I might get it on English on my Kindle because I feel like it will just be better in English, but I might be wrong. This is young adult, as I said, so there's no smut, there's nothing like that. It gives me Pretty Little Liars vibes, so I'm hoping this is gonna be a good one. I'm not gonna tell you much about it because it is supposed to be like thriller-ish, and I don't wanna spoil anything in case you wanna go in blind. Yeah, it says 2 dead girls, 5 years later, is the killer back? That's basically what I'm going to give you. Yeah, you have that one. And then we have a Frida McFadden. Is it Frida or Freda? Well, it's a McFadden book, okay? And I have not read a single one of her books. And I know a lot of people say, oh my God, you need to read The Housemaid's Tale? The Housemaid, that one. The Maid in the House. That one? Yeah. But I decided that I don't want to start a series. I want to see if I actually enjoy her writing. So I was going to start with this one, which is just a standalone, okay? And this is also a psychological suspense. It's a thriller. I'm not going to tell you much about it, except that it is about obsession and the lengths we are willing to go for the people we love. What's not to like, okay? I get obsessed with my books sometimes, so I'm gonna try Icebreaker. I've decided it's my time to try and read Icebreaker. This is all over my For You page. It's probably all over your For You page as well. And I recently read a book and it said on the cover that like, if you enjoy The Deal and Icebreaker, you will also enjoy this book. And I did enjoy that book. So I figured it goes both ways, that because I enjoyed the other book, I will also enjoy this one. And this is a hockey romance, okay? He plays hockey. She does figure skating, I think. And it's in the Maple Hill series, so there are 2 more books. There is Wildfire and Daydream. Daydream just came out. So if I like it, I might read the entire series, but I am gonna start with this one. And I'm very excited to read the locker room scene or the toilet scene or whatever the frick they are getting freaky. Because I have a feeling that you know, his hockey stick is out. And yeah, good sports romance. This is also, you know, a young adult book, so it has 18 plus content, so keep that in mind. I know it looks cutesy, but don't give this to a tween because this does have adult content in the form of smutty smut, and you do not want to traumatize kids. Yes. What's not to like about hockey sticks? Okay, this is behind the net, even though she is clearly in front of the net, which, you know, it doesn't irritate me at all. She is clearly in front of the net, okay? This is the first book in the series as well. I do not remember the name of the series. It's the Vancouver Storm series, okay? And this is also a hockey romance, but she is his live-in assistant. You're not supposed to do this as with your assistant, okay? Just FYI, this is definitely not in her contract. But we'll figure out what happens. I've also heard that this one is very good. I don't know if this is smutty. It doesn't have a content warning on the back. So look that up before you get it for your tweens. Because this also looks, all of them look very cute. So I would probably make my mom buy these for me as a teen without even realizing that it was adult content. So yeah, look that up. Remember to look that up. Look up trigger warnings, look up the age. Just make sure you don't traumatize yourself or anybody else. Hopefully she gets to play with his hockey stick as well. Is it weird when he has, like, he pays her because she's living in... No, okay, we're not going to go there, okay? The next one is also like an interconnected standalone, and it is 1,000 Broken Pieces by Tilly Cole. This is the second book in the series. The first one, it's right up here. It is 1,000 Boy Kisses. I would recommend reading 1,000 Boy Kisses first, because in this one you do get to meet... Well, this one is about a character you meet in the first book. And reading this one first will definitely spoil the first book for you. And I can tell you, the first book, 17 pages in, and I cried like a little B word, okay? I cried. Tom came into the bedroom and he was like, oh my God, are you okay? And I just started sobbing about a book, and he was like, you're weird. We've been together for 11 years and you just figured that out now, but okay. This is also another crying book. It is supposed to get you in your feels. So if you have any sort of like, I don't want to spoil it, because if I tell you the trigger warnings, it will spoil the first book. So I would look it up. I would just look up trigger warnings to see that you are in a mental space to read this book, or even the first book. Make sure that you know you can handle being sad, because you will get sad. Like my friend, she said she doesn't cry that much from books. She cried. So you're warned about this one, okay? I also kind of want to venture into dark romance, but I don't want to jump straight into haunting. Is it haunting or haunting, Adeline? The Cat and Mouse series. I don't want to jump straight into that end of the pool. So somebody said that starting with this one is a good one, that it is also categorized as a dark romance, but not in the same like subgenre of dark romance. And I did read Priest, and I thought that was good, and that is also categorized as a dark romance. So I was like, let's do some twisted love. And I've also heard a lot about Alex, which is the main male character in this book, and it's about Ava, and apparently, you know, they've gone through shit and they connect over it, and the secrets get out, and will they survive? Will their love survive? There's a lot of entanglements. I also, her brother's best friend, so it's like, you know, you're not really allowed. I realize a lot of these books make it, because I have a brother. My brother is 8 years older than me. It makes it seem like I had a crush on his friends. I didn't. I thought they all were idiots, because I was just a dumb little sister. So they were idiots around me, and I could not imagine dating a single one of them. Not a single one of them. Even though my friends were like, oh my God, he's so cute. And I was like, he's an idiot. But yeah, I like the trope though. I like it in a good book. I just don't like it in real life. This is, by the way, also a series. There are 4 books. You have Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, and Twisted Lies. I actually got Twisted Lies until somebody was like, oh, they're interconnected standalones, you have to read them all. And I was like, okay, so I just got the rest of them, hoping they're good. Same with this one. King of Wrath, okay? I've heard mixed reviews about this one. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I am excited to see where I stand on this one. It says audiobook available. Nice. I think this is also in the same genre. It's like it's dipping its toe in like the dark romance one, but not because is he a stalker? No, he's a CEO. You can't stalk people when you're a CEO. He's a billionaire CEO, never planned to marry. So you can't be a stalker if you're a CEO. That's just a rule, okay? Or maybe he is a stalker. I don't know. I just remember reading about it and I was like, this sounds like fun, so I want to read it. If you have read both of them, do you want to tell me in the comment section which one I should start with? It's like, if you could just tell me the title. I do not, like, if you don't want to give me an explanation on why, that's fine. And if you hate them, be nice about it, because I still want to read them. But yeah, that's also a series. This one also has 4 books. I have the first 2. Don't ask me why I get so many of the series and I haven't read a single one of them. I don't know, okay? It just happens. Well, I know how it happens. I'll tell you. My bookstore has a deal on English books where if you buy 2, you get one of them at half price. And I'm like, well, then I'm going to get 2. It's math. I'm going to get 2 because I get one half off. And if I go to the other bookstore, which is a little further away from me, they have every 6th book free if they're under a certain price, and as long as they haven't been released in 2024. And they often have like 30% discount. So then I also buy several books at a time because I get 30% discount, and I'm like, it's just, I want to get them anyway, so why would I pay full price in a few weeks when I can get it for 30% off right now? So that's my logic, okay? You don't have to agree, but that's my logic. That's my logic of getting all these books and not reading them. This is my very first Emily Henry book. I do hope I like it because she has a lot of books and I want to read them all, okay? She like Beach Read, I want to read that one. I heard Happy Place is very good, so I also want to read that one. But the reason I started with Funny Story is basically because I went on to Goodreads and I saw that out of her books, this is the one that had the highest score at the moment when I looked, okay? And I was like, cool, I'll get it. And all I know about this one is that it's about a couple, and the couple breaks up because he finds out that he is in love with his childhood best friend, and his childhood best friend also breaks up with her boyfriend because she also is in love with her childhood best friend. So the 2 people that get dumped, they move in together, and I'm hoping it's a funny story. Imagine if they die and I cry. Okay, yeah. If you read any Emily Henry books, like which one is your favorite? Do you think it's a good one to start with, or should I start with a different one? I have so many questions and I hope you answer them all. We have come to the last book and I can't really tell you much about it, okay? I got influenced to buy this book, and how it influenced me is literally TikTok videos of people holding the book and just going, yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. I know it's fantasy. I know it's adult fantasy, and I know it's a series, and I know people are going apeshit over this book and they want to read it. So I got Quicksilver. When I got it, I was like, oh, I'm just going to read on the back. Nope, it doesn't give me any information, okay? It just says the devil is in the details. Flipped it open. Nope, nothing here, okay? I tried seeing here. Nope, nothing here about the book. I couldn't really figure out what it was about, but I saw the flop and I was sold. Okay, there's something about reading a book that you can just lay down like this. I'm sold, okay? I did read the first chapter of this and I did enjoy it, so I'm very excited to read this one as well. Are any of these your favorite books? Like, is there anyone here you were like, oh, I really want to read that, or I'm so happy that you're going to read that? Which one would you recommend me start with? Is there anyone you would recommend changing? Like, would you recommend reading Funny Story, or would you recommend reading Beach Read instead, or Happy Place? Please leave your comment down below so you can help me on my reading journal, and hopefully I can help you on your reading journal, and we can all just be best friends because I like Friends. I hope you like Friends too. Can you hear my dog snore? Because he's out. He's done for the day. It's 2 p.m. and he's like, nope, bye-bye. But yeah, tell me what you want to read. Tell me what you think I should read first, and I hopefully will catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.